Hello guys, here's something new in the watchmaking industry that I have a chance to show you even before the official launch date. Of course, the company OLTO-8 deliberately sent me this sample to share with my audience in terms to promote their new product. But let's have a look what they have done to attract my, your or any potential customer's attention. So as you can see, the watch comes in this black cardboard box with the papers that doesn't fit in. And that's a bit weird because there is a section for papers inside, but it doesn't fit in any way. It's just a place for plastic warranty card, this small box with leather texture, OLTO-8 sign on top of it, and the watch itself. My first thoughts were, oh wow, that's a small watch. I mean, it's not that small, it's 38mm, but compared to other wandering hour watches that I've seen in real life and on internet, 38mm is a really compact size. In terms of design, the timepiece is inspired by Casino World with its glitz and glamour, and that's what the company OLTO-8 is saying, and also what they are claiming, that this watch has to be the most affordable wandering hour watch on the market. So I'm not sure about the exact price, and I think there will be a difference between Kickstarter campaign and the retail price. But what I know is that the first price will be less than $400, and yeah, amongst wandering hour watches, that's really attractive price. But we need to see what they're offering for that money. As I said before, the case is 38mm, 316L stainless steel, and despite being automatic watch in a steel case, it's only 50 grams. It's a really lightweight watch. But again, a small diameter, thin case, it's no more than 13mm. And that's including such an interesting element as a dome sapphire crystal, as you can see. I think without this crystal, the case itself is no more than 10mm thick. And about the case, it's a high quality mirror polishing throughout, but look at these grooves. I mean, that requires some steps of processing, and what is more important, it doesn't give you this feeling of, I mean, I can't say it's a cheap watch, but amongst this type of watches, it is affordable. So yeah, the case looks nice, dome sapphire crystal, nice, normal size crown on its traditional position with logo engraving. Everything's okay so far. What I can say about the strap, I mean, it's Italian leather strap, whatever that means. That's what company OLTO-8 is saying, but yeah, 20mm down to 18mm, quick release system, small but nicely polished buckle with the OLTO-8 sign on top of it, but it doesn't give this feeling of high quality. It's just an ordinary strap, good enough to do what it's meant to do. What I'm trying to say here is they have dedicated some time and effort to design and create the case, and took this simple strap and put them together. It's nothing bad about it, it's just a bit of a feeling of an imbalance here. But yeah, let's move to the next chapter. Let's have a look at the see-through case back. Some information here: stainless steel, sapphire, and 50 meters of water resistance. It's quite a good level for a watch that is not meant for swimming or shower or something like that. And of course the movement. For this model, OLTO-8 is using Japanese movement Miyota 9039, modified with a new gear transmission chain in order to display time through a rotating disc and not by a traditional hands as it does from the factory. The frequency of this movement is 28,800 beats per hour, and it has 42 hours of power reserve. Overall, that's a good movement. It's a premium series from Miyota. It is thin, good looking. I mean, this Côte de Genève finishing comes from the factory. OLTO-8 didn't add anything. Even the rotor, as you can see, is stock without any OLTO-8 sign of it. Now let's see the face of this watch, the dial, and how it displays time. So as you can see, there are 3 rotating discs and a retrograde scale on top of the dial. The number on the disc is an hour, and that means minutes. It's just as simple as that. So now it's 8:40, for example. I'll show you how it changes hours on the rotating discs. So now it's 10:30, 10:50, and so on and so on. And about this dial, some mixed feelings here. I mean, those discs look like translucent pieces of plastic, but the dial beneath, I'm not sure if the camera will catch all the shades of this deep blue gradient color, but trust me guys, it is beautiful. And yeah, I think you can see from some perspectives this really nice shades of blue. And you might ask, is there any lume? And I have to say that there is a lume on the disc markers, retrograde scale, this railway track, even the logo here is lumed. But I don't want to say that this is the worst lume I've ever seen. I think I've seen worse, but you probably won't be able to read the time during the night. So anyway, the lume is here, and that's how it looks after a long exposure to light, and that's how it looks in 5 minutes later. Now let's see how it looks like on my 17 centimeters wrist. I've got quite a skinny wrist, but the watch is just 38 millimeters. It has thin case, thin strap, short lugs, and it looks, I think, perfect on my 17 centimeters wrist in terms of size. So to summarize about this new player in the game of wandering hour watches, what I see here is a nice stainless steel case with a good mirror polishing and sophisticated shape, dome sapphire crystal, good, I'd say very good Japanese movement Miyota 9039, modified of course by OLTO-8 in order to move rotating discs rather than traditional hands. And the price, less than $400 at the Kickstarter for a wandering hour watch with a very good characteristics. 316L stainless steel, all of this sapphire Miyota, boring but still a leather strap, and same boring but nicely polished buckle. So yeah, I think the balance between the price and what they're offering for this price is definitely giving this watch a chance. I'm glad that the market is becoming diverse. There is expensive wandering hour watches you can choose from, and now we see something more affordable. Of course, I think you've heard about Orwerk, and Audemars Piguet has released some wandering hour watch, but yeah, there is some affordable alternatives. So yeah, if you have any thoughts about this, please share them in the comment section below, and see you next time.